and girls, what is good with you all? I hope you're having an amazing week so far. So today I was going to say this look, but I ain't even got it on right now, but you can see in the title, this is going to be a date style makeup. So I'm thinking glam, I'm thinking soft, and something which is good for preferably more of like a first date. I wanted to do a chatty style tutorial today because I feel like dating is one of those things that we can all just share our experiences on. Comment down below and let's just start a whole conversation and share them, because I love reading your experiences and just your comments in general. So this video is in collaboration with PrettyLittleThing.com. So I'm going to be completely honest with you, I buy from their website like all the freaking time. If you follow me on Twitter, you will know this anyway. Like, I have purchased so much stuff from them, I should probably have shares in the company. And all of these things are from there, so they will be listed in the down bar. I chose everything and I come up with this sort of idea that we're going to roll with. So yeah, let's start it. Got this on my head to keep all my hair out my face. So down here, glam. Up here, looks like I'm going to be cleaning my house. As you can tell, face and eyebrows have been done just to save a little bit of time. And I have also put some concealer onto my eyelids, and I'm going to set that in place with this product here. This is the Peaches and Cream Setting Powder. I'm going to be using that with the High Definition Domed Buffer Brush. This is also from PrettyLittleThing.com. I'm going to press that onto my lid. Going to be taking the High Definition Powder Blusher in Cocktail. Take it all over the lid. I think that'll just work really nicely with the pigment that we're going to use. Run that just under the eye. So I picked a few different shades from the Peaches and Cream pigments, but once they arrived, this was the colour that I decided to go with. I think it's beautiful and perfect for a first date look. It's like the perfect mixture of like a gold, peachy, with a few like pinky specks in there. Like, oh my god, I just love it. It's absolutely beautiful. When I saw it, I had to take a moment. I was like, oh, the angels have spoken to me. And I'm going to use a cotton wool pad just to go underneath my eye in case it does drop off. You can use like shadow shields and stuff if you prefer, but I haven't got any of those right now. On top, all over the eye. Gonna give that a little blend so it's lovely and soft. Gonna pop some of that underneath my waterline. Wait till you see the look come together. It's gonna look so lovely and glossy. So I'm gonna be using the Peaches and Cream Strobing Powder in Halo. So my first sort of like date with Sean, who's my boyfriend, we've done some videos together. In case you guys haven't seen them, go and check them out. They're so freaking hilarious. We did the boyfriend versus girlfriend, like who's most likely to sort of thing, and then we did the boyfriend versus brother, which was hilarious. But yeah, our first like kind of date thing, which it wasn't really a date though, we were kind of like friends just meeting up, but I think it was kind of like our first sort of like meet up together by ourselves, if that makes sense, was to KFC. Really make that inner tear duct pop. And once I've cleaned up this area, I'm going to bring it in there as well, and just highlighting the brow bone. We went to KFC, but bearing in mind though guys, we were really young. Like, I was 15, he was 17, so it's not like we could afford a lot anyway. I'm going to be taking these lashes here now, and these are the So Sue premium lashes. So just pushing those up to the root of our actual lashes. While I leave those to dry, I am going to work on the skin. So I'm going to take in the Contour Cosmetics Cream Contour Palette. Now this has 6 shades in there. I'm going to be starting off with this shade here. Now this is going to be like my highlighting shade. Let's talk some more about dates. This is my first sort of experience as such, as like a date. It doesn't really count as a date. Like now I'm like, it's not a date at all. But when I was little, like me and my stepsister took it quite seriously. I think we must have been about 10, and these boys were like 11, maybe 12. I think they were like a year and a half older than us. And basically, I'm laughing because I'm just remembering it all. It was the summertime and we were at my nan's house, and my nan always used to get the swimming pool out and put it in the garden for us. Me and my stepsister went upstairs and we looked out my window and we saw these boys on their bike, but she shouted out like, "Oi!" to them, and then we hid behind the curtain. Now we thought that we got away with it and they didn't see us, but they did, and they actually come and knocked on the door. So I'm going to start off with more like a medium shade, like something more skin, and mix it with this shade just to make like a little bit of a bronzy kind of colour. So yeah, long story short, they knocked on the door. So when my nan answered it, we kind of stood there and the boys are like, yeah, you called us? And my nan was like, are these your friends, girls? We was like, yeah, they're our friends. And they were only young anyway. And my nan was like, oh, you're right, boys, would you like a glass of lemonade? Like, she was such that type of person, bless her. And they were like, yeah, please. So that she gave them a bit of lemonade, and then they come around to the back of the garden. And it was so hilarious because when you're this little, like, you just make friends so easy. It's not like how it is now where it's so hard to like make friends in that way. Anyway, the boys were like, okay, we're gonna go now. And then as they were leaving, they said to me and my stepsister, they were like, do you girls want to meet up for like a little date and go to the park tomorrow? It makes me cringe so hard. So we were like, oh my god, yeah, thinking like these boys are only a year older than us and we're 10 years old. Like, oh my god, like, no. Getting ready the next day to meet them for our little first date. This is so freaking cute. Like, I just remember the excitement that me and her had. Things we wore. Like, don't worry, Vanessa, if you're watching this, I'm not going to say what you wore. I'm going to save you the embarrassment. Don't worry, babes, I got you. But me, I'm going to embarrass myself because I have no shame, and I'm going to share it with you guys because I know you guys are going to find it freaking hilarious. So let me just like, you know, do a disclaimer. Back in my day, Burberry like tops and clothes were fashionable. They are fashionable now, but I mean like the traditional Burberry like checkered sort of print. I wore a Burberry top and Burberry trousers. I looked like I was wearing my freaking pajamas. It was a set. Like, I literally looked like I was wearing my pajamas. Taking the same brush now, I'm going to go for the real dark shade, just a tiny amount, and I'm just going to pop it like right up near the hairline. You guys can see that. And we went round the road and went to the park with our friends for our little date. About 5 minutes later, my nan comes around the road and she's like, you right guys, do you want me to get you any ice creams or ice lollies? Taking that underneath the lip as well, and I'm just going to pat out that cream contour on the nose. In the long run, we actually become really good friends with them, and then they had more friends around the area and we all combined, and we used to have like water fights on the street in summer. Like, it was really good. That was like our first sort of like little date to the park when we were really little. Going back to that pressed powder by Peaches and Cream and the same high definition buffer brush, I'm going just to set my under eye. So I'm going to be using a high definition bronzer in medium dark. Taking quite a flexible brush and literally just dust onto the cheeks, a little bit on the forehead. I'm talking lightly dust, like, you know, you want your cheekbones to be like nice and defined, but you don't want them to be so sharp they're going to cut your date. I'm going to use that blusher that I used in my crease earlier on. For a first date, you just really want to enhance like your natural features and just look really lovely and fresh, you know. I mean, of course, if you want to go and rock a dramatic smoky eye, then you go and do that, because if that's what you feel comfortable doing, then you do what makes you feel comfortable. Back to that highlighter now. We are going to go absolutely ham on this. Like, we're going to go in. Going to take a little bit just above those brows. Going to connect it, make a little bit of like a C shape. So like these, you see? On the tip of the nose and down the bridge. And also putting some on the apples of my cheeks, so when I smile and the light hits, they gonna look popping. Really taking that highlighter into that inner tear duct and making that extremely highlighted and glowy. Glowing? Now I'm going to take the high definition mascara. So I'm just going to wipe off any residue that may be on my lips. 9 times out of 10, dates involve eating food. So I personally would opt for wearing a lip gloss. It's easy to retouch, it's no hassle, and if it comes off, it comes off. Like, it really doesn't matter. But if you're wearing like something that's like a liquid lipstick, you know, they're a lot harder to retouch, and if it starts crumbling around here, you don't want to have like dark lips and then like your lip colour here coming through. Like, no, play it safe and play it right and use a lip gloss. I'm going to take in this one here. I think it's perfect for this peachy sort of pink look we have going on. You don't want to spend ages faffing around doing a cut crease or winged eyeliner that could potentially go wrong. I mean, we've all been there when we spend ages blending out our eyeshadow and then your winged eyeliner just gets thicker. and then you're like, great, it's ruined my makeup, you know. Especially when you're going on a date, because you know it's normal, we're all going to get little butterflies and nerves. Just relax, don't overthink things, and go for a really nice soft glam look that's going to make you feel really confident. Like I said, this look is such an easy look to do, as you have seen for yourself. Like, anyone can recreate this. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I feel like, you know, having that little bit of the shimmer on the lids from that pigment just really adds something to it, makes the lid look a little bit more 3D rather than flat, you know. The lashes are just really fluttery and soft and quite natural in a way, and the highlighter and the lip gloss complement each other perfectly. All the links and information will be listed in the down bar, so make sure you check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys. Bye.